Hello, I'm Malcolm Brodie, Mayor of the City of Richmond. Thank you for joining Canada Day at Home in Richmond, presented by the Steveston Salmon Festival. Since 1946, thousands of Richmond residents have marked July 1st by participating in this festival. Recent events make this a time of reflection and provides an opportunity for us to come together to support each other, as well as demonstrate our resilience and our community spirit. We encourage everyone to mark this occasion in ways that build a sense of community and reflect our shared values of inclusion and respect. This year's Canada Day is unique. We can mark this day through online programs that remind us of some of the best-loved elements of the Steveston Salmon Festival. We can also celebrate the cultural richness of our city through performances, demonstrations, storytelling, and activities for all ages. Our focus is on local creativity that highlights Richmond's history and our diversity. This year, a first ever July 1st virtual parade will kick off the festival. Featured will be messages from community organizations, sports, arts, schools, businesses, and cultural groups. Through a home parade viewable on Instagram, Richmond residents are encouraged to decorate their windows, their driveways, and the bikes. Submit your photos today by using hashtag RichmondBCParade. Judged by community votes, prizes will be presented in several categories. A huge thank you goes to so many volunteers from the Steveston Community Society who have contributed online content as well as organized the first ever drive-through salmon sale. And thank you to all who shared their talent, their knowledge, and the community spirit in the production of today's program. This reimagined program would not have been possible without support from the Government of Canada through a Celebrate Canada grant. I'd now like to introduce the Coastal Wolfpack, a local Coast Salish singing and dancing group, to share a welcome message.
It's an honor for me and my family, Tsatsu, Stalqayu, to be here with you today to welcome you not only to the wonderful event that's taken place today, but also to welcome you to the unceded territory of the Horticulture people and descendants of Musqueam ancestors. Our friends and relatives, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Tawasin, Coquitlam, Simiyamu, we were all considered one nation before we got introduced to the government that we're working with today. All those, at one time we used to have at least 30 villages spread throughout what is called the Greater Vancouver area today, as far as Coquitlam, Surrey, Delta, west to the mouth of the river. That's why I say it's such an honor for me to be here today. I'm not only here on behalf of myself, but I'm here on behalf of my family, my community, and our friends and relatives from those neighboring nations. To share a little bit of who we are as Homusqueam people. The reason why we had those 30 villages was to gather different resources. Of course, what is called the Fraser River today for the salmon, the seafood. What is called Spanish Banks, Jericho. We used to use those to gather our medicines and our herbal teas, our berries, our plants and berries to make our medicines to heal our body. Our village of Stalqayu, that would be used to gather the shellfish, the clams and everything like that. Just to share a little bit of who we are as the people of the land, the Hualmoch people of the land in this unceded territory. So it's such an honor for me and my family to be here, especially myself, to be the voice for our people, our elders, our ancestors, our communities, and especially our family, and our elders and ancestors that kept our culture going. You know, we always give thanks to them. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here with you today in our traditional regalia. So with that, to go along with these words of welcome, to welcome you to today's event, but also to welcome you to the unceded territory of the Musqueam people, descendants of Musqueam ancestors, we want to share a welcome song and dance to welcome you here also. Haitsa Pewasiem Nisia Haitkasiem. Oh, siyam na siyaya. Haitapa wa siyam. That song is called our Women's Gathering song. You know, as Hualmoch people, as indigenous people, we always give thanks to everything living because we use a lot of different resources to help us out in different ways. And that song was for giving thanks to the plants and the berries for giving us the medicine that we need to heal our bodies and our herbal teas that we had at that time. Also giving thanks to the women for going out to gather it. But we used it as a welcome song to welcome everyone to the wonderful event, wonderful ceremony, but also welcome everyone to our territory of what is known as the Greater Vancouver area. This next song that we'll share with you is another welcome song. It's called the Seven Sisters Welcome. And at one time, Musqueam had these seven sisters with us. But the eldest sister, you know, unfortunate, couldn't be here with us anymore. And our elders always tell us we have a certain amount of time to mourn for our loved ones. And we go through a huge healing process while we're mourning. And the six remaining sisters couldn't stop mourning, couldn't stop crying for their sister. Our elders warned them, you need to be careful, you need to quit crying to let your loved one go rest in peace. If you're not going to do that, Chaels will take you to be with them. So it was sad news throughout our community. And the six remaining sisters went to go be with their eldest sister. And we believe in reincarnation as Indigenous people. Chaels reincarnated those seven sisters as old growth cedar trees and placed them in our village of Stalqayu, what is called Stanley Park today. Placed them in a circle like they were holding hands. And then many years later, the sisters fell again and become a way of resource transportation, dugout canoe. But we turned this into another welcome song to welcome you here, to be with us. Welcome you here in the day of celebration. Welcome you here to work, reside, and recreational, you know, activities in our territory. So we'll share this song and dance with you. Haichkasiyam. Haichkasiyam. Haitsap Awasiyam Nisiaya. Also, you know, to share a little bit more of us as Coast Salish people, my family, Tsatsu Stalqayu, we're based here in the unceded territory of the Musqueam people, but we represent different nations throughout Coast Salish territory. Tsartlip, Snanaimo, Penalakat, Stolo Nation, Squamish, you know, just to name a few nations that we represent along with Musqueam. My wife and our kids come from Tsartlip, what is called Brentwood Bay area today, over on Vancouver Island, just outside of Victoria. And then some are from Snanaimo, from Penalakat, you know, just to introduce ourselves as our family is here with you today, and also share a little bit of our regalia. You see most of them using cedar bark regalia, and this was our daily clothing, you know, and the natural oils in the cedar bark would make it waterproof, and that was, you know, our cape and our rain gear pretty much, you know, back in the day. And then the rest of us have paddle regalia. And this regalia would be used in our longhouse in our winter ceremonies. The host family would ask a few individuals to cleanse the dance floor from negative shaman work, and the men wear deer hoofs strapped to their shins, ankles, and shins, and that's considered a sledgehammer. So none of the negative shaman work will come out and harm anyone else that's going to be coming up to sing and dance and share their song and dance. And we have about 5 different headgears regalia, but our elders only allowed us to use this regalia for the public. Our other ones are for our ceremonies in our longhouse. And same with the regalia and our paddle jackets, paddle outfit. Everything is considered a magnet to attract that negative shaman work, whether it be coming out of the ground or hanging from the ceiling of the longhouse, or, you know, anywhere in the dance area. And that's the purpose of the dancers, to go and sing their song, dance their dance, and cleanse that dance area for other people. So just to share a little bit of who we are as Coast Salish people, and thank you for asking us to be here with you today to share a little bit of our culture as Coast Salish people. And such an honor for me and my family to be here, to be the voice for our extended family and our communities, you know, where we come from. So it's such an honor for us to be here. That concludes our presentation, and we'll be exiting with another paddle song. Enjoy your time here, and safe travels back home to your family and loved ones. Haitsap Awasiyam Nisiaya Haichkasiyam.
And now I'm pleased to introduce Alan Sakai, president of the Steveston Community Society, to say a few words about the history and the future plans for the Steveston Salmon Festival.
Good morning and happy Canada Day. I'm Al Sakai, president of the Steveston Community Society and the Richmond Agricultural and Industrial Society. We are made up of a group of volunteers dedicated to maintaining a positive pioneer spirit of Steveston. I want to start by acknowledging and thanking the First Peoples of the Hunkiminam language group on whose traditional and unceded territories we live, learn, and work. We want to welcome you to Richmond's Canada Day at Home virtual edition, presented to you by the Steveston Salmon Festival Committee and the two societies. The two societies work with the city and many volunteers to host the annual Steveston Salmon Festival, which was originally a small community event that has evolved into one of the largest Canada Day celebrations in the country. While we are disappointed that we cannot celebrate together in Steveston, we support the community effort to keep everyone healthy. And it seems that it's working right now in Richmond and BC. This year, we are proud to bring some of the most loved traditions of the Steveston Salmon Festival to the community in a virtual format. So I am inviting you to join with us today online. In the spirit of the Steveston Salmon Festival, we have planned a series of online events for Canada Day at Home in Richmond. We hope everyone will join in and participate in any way they are able. Decorate, sing, dance, beat a drum, eat, and reflect. Most importantly, reflect on the kind of Canada and Richmond community we live in together. Please share and post your thoughts, stories, pictures, and videos, and even your hopes for the future on our social media sites so we can be together in this way today. And I have a special request. In anticipation of our festival's 75th anniversary in 2022, I'm pleased to launch a call-out for photos and memories from the past 7 decades of celebrating Canada Day in Steveston. These submissions will contribute to a special project that will be featured as a part of next year's celebration. The instructions will be on the website, so keep your social bubble small and follow good health and safety practices and join us virtually this year so we can be together in person next year celebrating the Salmon Festival. I'm Al Sakai, and this is Sammy the Salmon saying see you later online.
So I hope you enjoy this year's physically distanced celebration. Let's look forward to personally gathering in Steveston next year to mark the Salmon Festival's 75th anniversary. Now please rise and join 31 members of the Richmond Singers in the singing of our national anthem, O Canada.
Through Over the years, tens of thousands of Richmond residents have enjoyed our July 1st celebrations, bringing the community together through a lively parade, delicious salmon bake, music, dance, cultural demonstrations, fireworks, and games. It's arguably one of the biggest events of the Richmond calendar. The Steveston Salmon Festival harkens back to 1944, where it started as a simple sports day themed event to raise funds for a playground in Steveston Park. A few years later, a Salmon Queen pageant was introduced. The Salmon Queen would reign for 1 year over a town whose character had been shaped by the presence of salmon and the influence of the canneries. The Salmon Queen contest gave the event more publicity than ever before. Newspapers covered the festivities for weeks. When World War II came to an end, the Simple Sports Day event became the crowning jewel of Canada Day festivities in British Columbia. The Steveston Salmon Festival is proud to provide a platform this year for you to come together and reflect on what it means to be Canadian. This year, we celebrate the people and the cultures of Richmond in a different way, but still with community at its heart. Welcome to the first ever digital parade, featuring submissions from local community groups, arts, culture and heritage groups, sports organizations, and businesses. Enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Brodie, Mayor of the City of Richmond, and on behalf of the Richmond City Council, I'd like to welcome you to the first ever Canada Day at Home Digital Parade in honor of one of the most beloved elements of the Steveston Salmon Festival. While we look forward to the time when we can again celebrate together in person, we hope that this virtual parade fills you with a sense of community spirit. Please enjoy the creativity of many local organizations who contribute to the unique fiber of our city each and every day of the year. So enjoy the parade, and from all of us, Happy Canada Day!
Welcome, bienvenue to the Steveston Community Society 2021 Salmon Festival Parade. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this happen today. On behalf of the directors, volunteers of the Steveston Community Society, Happy Canada Day!
Dear friends, Happy Canada Day to you and your loved ones. Today we get to celebrate this land we call home. We're so fortunate to celebrate Canada's values, inclusiveness, rich culture, and incredible national beauty. This past year has been difficult for many. We have been faced with challenge after challenge. But as a community, we have come together and accomplished so much. Seeing all the Canadian flags flying high across Richmond, I'm truly proud of being Canadian. Happy Canada Day!
Do we live in a land of perfection? It's our country blameless. Is Canada flawless? No, Canada is not perfect. But in the 155 years since it became a dominion, we've built a country respected around the world, envied from continent to continent. We have created a haven for millions and a safe home for even more so. I'm Kenny Chu, Member of Parliament for Steveston Richmond East. I invite you to join me this Canada Day in celebrating our Canada, glorious and free.
Hi everyone, my name is Henry Yao, MLA for Richmond South Centre. Richmond South Centre is in the traditional unceded territory of the Musqueam, Kwurman, Tawasak Coast Salish people. Canada Day is a time to celebrate the good and diverse people who live in Canada. It is also important to renew our reconciliation effort and fight against hate and systemic racism. The recent discovery of remains at the site of a former residential school in BC is a stark and tragic reminder that our nation's history also includes great injustices. And so please, take the time to acknowledge both the darker and the brighter parts of Canada, and together we can make Canada a country we can all be proud of. Thank you, everyone.
Happy Canada Day from your friendly neighborhood MLA.
WAC. This is association in promoting mental wellness to the community. We are here to say Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day from CMWAC.
Hello, I'm Andrew Wade, Executive Director with the Richmond Arts Coalition. The Richmond Arts Coalition is an arts advocacy and support organization and a voice for the arts and artists of Richmond. From all of us, we hope that you have an artful, reflective, and happy Canada Day.
Birthday, Canada! Happy birthday, Canada!
Happy birthday, Canada!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy birthday, Canada! Yay! Happy Canada Day! Happy birthday, Canada! Hello!
Happy Canada Day! Happy birthday, Canada!
Yay, Canada!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day, front chick! Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day!
My name is Deanna, and I'm a Community Services Librarian. Richmond Public Library is proud to have a permanent Indigenous Perspectives display designed for both children and adults. Richmond Public Library is building library collections to responsibly represent Indigenous culture, heritage, and history. Our collections have been written by or illustrated by an Indigenous person with a particular focus on those who are from BC nations.
We start our broadcast with a moment of contemplation at the beautiful Nikkei Memorial.
Every aspect of the memorial, from the stones, the trees, and even the shape of the pathway, represent the many connections between the Japanese residents and Steveston.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our coverage of the Steveston Salmon Festival Parade.
Make sure to stay hydrated and put on that sunscreen.
Always good advice. We have an excited crowd here. And there's the music. It's our first float.
It's Sammy the Salmon, this year's official parade marshal.
And he's not alone.
No, he's not, Bob. Those other fish are salmon, jumping along on their journey upstream.
And in honor of those brave salmon fighting the current, this year we are reversing the parade route. Behind Sammy, we can see the iconic marine garage.
You can't buy gas there, but you can still get your car fixed.
That's my car getting fixed right now. Speaking of hot vehicles, our local fire department is here to fire up the crowd.
Keeping people safe, Bob.
While we have a moment, I'd like to remind everyone to check out our exciting main stage, where musicians, dancers, and more will be performing all day long.
And don't forget Sammy's Fun Zone for Children, the Martial Arts Center, the Community Center, and so much more.
Next up in the parade, we have some fun pirates. Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
Would that be R?
No, it's actually the C.
Good one, Bob. In reality, while Steveston isn't known for its pirates, we did have our fair share of rum runner boats hopping the border during Prohibition.
Next up, we have a stunning parade float in honor of the Japanese Benevolent Society, showcasing the last of the spring's cherry blossoms being carried away into summer by the river.
The float represents Japan's beauty transplanted. Early in Steveston's history, the society ran a fisherman's hospital funded by the Japanese community that helped anyone who needed help. They also opened a school. They even functioned like a union for the Japanese fishermen.
Those flowers certainly pop against that red brick background.
Those aren't just any red bricks, Bob. That red brick building was built by the town doctor William Hepworth in 1913. Those bricks came all the way from England. Boats used them as ballast, trading bricks of cans for Steveston salmon. Can you imagine putting together a building brick by brick?
Let's go now to our sideline reporter Stacy, who is on site at the Salmon Bake Barbecue. Can you hear us, Stacy?
Loud and clear. I'm here with Martina, a local volunteer chef. What's your favorite part about the Steveston Salmon Festival?
For me, it's all about the community.
Any tips for how to best barbecue a salmon?
Keep an eye on it.
Well put. Back to you, Bob.
Look what we have next. It's a boat that's afloat. This float is in celebration of the Steveston Bullhead Derby, an annual fishing event open to seniors and kids 12 and under.
Little Tiffany there is the proud winner of the largest fish caught this year, with her trophy behind her.
Look at proud Grandpa with his camera. She must have quite some arm strength to reel that fish in.
Children are deceptively strong, Mike.
That they are, Bob.
And here we have a float representing the Gulf of Georgia Cannery.
Built in 1894, it was nicknamed the Monster Cannery due to its size. This float shows a simplified process of what went on in the cannery. First, we have the fish arriving at the docks. Next, they head over to the butchers, who chop off the unwanted parts of the fish. The fish are then washed in cold water pumped up from the ocean below.
Ooh, chilly.
Those workers cleaning the fish were called slimers, which tells you something about the job.
Fascinating.
Then the fish get put into airtight cans and are cooked in big ovens called retorts.
And here is my retort to that. Let's go back to our sideline reporter Stacy, now at the Steveston Museum and Post Office.
Thank you, Bob. The museum and post office behind me here was first built in 1905, when it was Steveston's first bank. It was built in pieces in New Westminster, then shipped over here and reassembled on site.
Prefabricated design? I wonder how big the instruction booklet was for that one.
Stacy, is there anything else you can tell our audience?
Absolutely. If you're here in person, the museum is a great place to explore. If you're at home, check out everything else there is to do at stevestonsalmonfest.ca.
Thanks for joining us for this year's virtual online Salmon Festival Parade. We look forward to celebrating with you next year in person. For more great Salmon Festival content, check out our website at www.stevestonsalmonfest.ca. Happy Canada Day!